Welcome to the CEO Project Podcast, where Jim Schlexer, author of the best-selling book, Great CEOs Are Lazy, and the founder of the CEO Project, provides ideas and tools to help CEOs of mid to large-sized companies grow and optimize their businesses. Now, let's get started with the show. Welcome, everybody, to the CEO Project Podcast. My name is Jim Schlexer, and oh my God, have we got a fun one today. So you've probably seen this team who is reinventing baseball. I don't think we should even call it baseball. They don't, but they're coming up with a whole new model of how we entertain people and have fun around baseball. Today, we've got Tyler Gillum. He is the coach of the Savannah Bananas, who you've probably heard of. His path to becoming a transformational leader began on the baseball diamond, where he learned teamwork, discipline, and perseverance. He's a former collegiate player and coach, and he developed a unique philosophy around energy, mindset, and the power of betting on yourself. His breakthrough came when he joined the Bananas as head coach, and he helped transform a struggling team into a cultural phenomena that sells out every game and has a wait list of over 500,000 fans. Who wouldn't want that, right? Under Tyler's leadership, the team has revolutionized baseball experience while maintaining championship level performance. Today, he shares his philosophy with organizations worldwide, teaching leaders how to create cultures of excellence, inspire buy-in, even when you're making them do crazy dances in the outfield, and unlock the potential of every team member. His approach combines high energy delivery with practical strategies that audiences can implement immediately. Tyler, welcome.
Jim, I'm fired up to be here, man. Thanks for that intro. And to tell you how fast this thing's grown, you said our wait list is 500,000 people. It's actually at 3.5 million people.
Oh my God.
Right
you gotta update the website, man.
So crazy. It seems like every month we've got to update some of our numbers, whether that's social media or our ticket wait list. It's crazy. We're having fun and trying to create happiness and joy through Banana Ball.
And 3.5 million people want to come to Savannah and watch Banana Ball.
Well, we're traveling all over the country. So
I've seen that.
Here,
yeah.
17 major league stadiums, 4 football stadiums. In the last 3 years, we've traveled to over 60 different cities across the U.S. And so what happened, Jim, was, we're in Savannah, Georgia. Our stadium that is behind me is 5,000 seats.
Yeah.
And so our wait list got so big back in 2021 that we said, can we take this show on the road? And we just started playing Banana Ball. And so it was like, can we play Banana Ball on the road? So that was the first test to see if it would work. And we called that first tour the One City World Tour, because we start small test, one city, but think big, world tour. And so we still call it a world tour. We haven't been all around the world yet, but eventually we will.
Coming.
Big vision goal.
Well, and it must be embarrassing for some of the teams when you fill the stadiums more than they do on an average game.
Well, the big thing,
you pack them in, right?
Yeah, so we've been sold out every game since 2016 when we were just a summer collegiate team. And then when we went all in on Banana Ball, it's just been so crazy, the growth of it. And I think fans are looking for something where it's happiness and joy and where they can get involved. Our company name is Fans First Entertainment.
Nice.
And everything we do filters through the question, is this fans first? So no matter what business you're in, I think you should see it from your customers or your clients or us, our fans' eyes, and say, what do we like? What do we dislike? And let's do all the things that are awesome and fun. And let's get rid of all the friction points. So a lot of that, I think, just in general in business is figuring out how to get rid of your friction points so your fans, your clients, your customers have an awesome time with your product or your experience.
Well, give us a few examples of how you've done that. I mean, I know a little bit about Banana Ball, but give us what are the top 3-5 things that you've done that make this a great experience and eliminate friction for clients? Get rid of all the pain points, right? So what have you done specifically?
So in 2016, Jesse and Emily Cole, our owners, said we should do all you can eat tickets with every single ticket.
Everything's bundled. I can eat as much popcorn as I want.
Savannah, Georgia is all you can eat. Hot dogs, hamburgers, popcorn, soda, chips, cookies. That is all in your general admission ticket. Every ticket has all you can eat. So we started doing that in 2016. Again, it started as a test. They didn't know how to do it. They figured it out along the way, and fans are loving that. Another thing that we do is
I take it that Joey Chestnut's not invited to your games then.
Joey Chestnut was actually in our game in DC. We did an unbelievable it was like a Sunday ice cream hot dog eating contest in right field while the game was going on with our two Bananas, which is our dad bod cheer squad. Those guys were eating against Joey Chestnut. So he has been to our game. That was about a month ago.
That's funny.
But
Sorry,
yeah, it's
keep
all
going
that.
on the friction point. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, those friction points is like, okay, we did open seating as soon as you got to Savannah. So if you got here early, you could sit wherever you want. Now, as we have evolved to bigger stadiums, what we've learned is we do regular seating, but we take care of all of our shipping costs. You take care of all your taxes, all your there's no convenience fees on our tickets. There's no concession fees on our tickets like there are on multiple other ticket platforms. That's why we created our own ticket platform, so we didn't have to do any of those fees that are associated. So those are a few things. And then another thing with the game, we said, how do we get the fans more involved? And we said, what if a fan catches a foul ball? It counts as an out in the game.
Yeah.
So
Normally the guy gets thrown out of the stadium if he catches the ball, into the outfield, right?
yeah, so if it was Steve Bartman of the Cubs back in the day, that dude's a hero in banana ball. We'd have brought him to the field and we'd announced him to an entire sold out stadium in banana ball. And that we've had over 100 fan catch it outs in games so far. Last week in Chicago, we had 6 fan catch outs in one game, which is the record.
Yep.
It's fun getting all these fans involved. The music never stops. There's something for everybody. The players are really, really highly talented. We're looking for the most talented and entertaining players in the world. And so every single night, you're going to see something on the field that you've never seen before. So you're going to have a never forget moment.
That's fun. So I was going to ask about players. I mean, clearly they're good athletes. They're at least high level college baseball players, maybe not good enough to make it to the bigs, or maybe they don't even want to do it. So how do you find the talent? And not only the combination of athletic talent, but willing to be completely goofy, which it seems like they all are.
No doubt. And it starts all with our big vision. Our big vision is to grow to 1 billion fans. We're going to be fans first in everything we do. And building Banana Ball, the product, the gameplay is real. It is competitive. And we want to find the most talented and entertaining players in the entire world.
Yep.
So we recruit just like any other pro team does. Currently, right now, we have 100 players in-house. We have 4 teams. 35 of those players have played minor league baseball, and the other guys have either played independent ball or high-level college ball. A lot of these guys have played summer collegiate baseball for us. So when we were a summer collegiate team with the Bananas, we found some OKGs. OKG stands for our kind of guys.
Yeah. Okay.
And so,
I like that.
Not everybody's a perfect fit in Banana Land, but we find the right guys. And if you get the right guys on the bus that can be fans first, that are highly talented, and they believe in the entertainment, the fans first side of it, and growing fans with putting a great product on the field with high level trick plays like DR Meadows, our center fielder, who's done over 100 backflip catches in a game.
Yeah.
It's really, really impressive. But we've got our tryouts coming up, Jim. So if you want to come try out, we've got our tryouts October 12th through October 19th. We have a submission form. If a player's interested, he can fill that out. And they're invite-only tryouts. So we'll have about 40 or 50 players at each tryout. There's 4 tryouts, 1 in Savannah, 1 in Dallas, 1 in Nashville, and 1 in LA. And again, we're looking for the most talented and entertaining players in the world.
That's fun. And so how do you interview? I mean, I know if you're looking at baseball talent, you probably got some things you can do that a lot of people do. What about the other side, the attitude, the fun, the maybe trick, how do you figure that out in the interview, in the selection process?
So in the submission form, they're going to put all kinds of things in that submission form of basically who they are, where they're from, stats, references, coaches, that thing. They also have to put a video in there, Jim. And that video is usually a separator. So we have guys that do high level editing on their videos. They're fun in their videos. They dress up in their videos. They play music instruments in their videos. They do acrobatics in their videos. And so we're looking for that guy that can stand out. So Jesse, our owner, wrote a book back in 2017 called Find Your Yellow Tux: How to Stand Out Instead of Stand Still. And what we're looking for is players that can stand out. Maybe that's with their costume. Maybe that's with their acrobatics. Maybe that's with their singing skills or musically inclined skills. I'll give you this example. Our newest team, the Texas Tailgaters, we recruited this team because we knew we were going to put a band together. So we were looking for high-level players, guys that play D1 or pro ball, that could play a musical instrument, because their motto is they're going to be the best pregame in sports. Four, they have the Tailgaters band that plays before the game, during the game, and after the game. And these are guys that actually play on the field.
Wow. What
So our
fun.
lead singer is Jason Art. Jason played at the UNC Wilmington. He also has his own band, but he plays outfield for the Tailgaters. He hits on the field, and then he's also going to sing on the dugout, sing on the field, and then before and after, the Tailgaters band's going to play. And so we're looking for those unique skills that fit the brand so we can grow every single team's brand along the way.
That's fun. Now, is anybody, I mean, this is going to sound like a weird question, but baseball is all immersive thing. I know you grew up in baseball, you know, you play travel ball, you play, I mean, it's life consuming.
Yeah.
Any of them, like, I thought I was going to play in the majors and now I'm playing this goofy banana ball thing. And I mean, having fun, but my dream of the majors is never going to happen now. Or are they like, I already got past that issue and I'm happy with this?
Yeah, a little bit of all of it, I would say.
Yeah.
We had a guy named Zach Phillips. He's our left-handed pitcher with the Bananas. He played at Ole Miss. He got drafted, got up to Double-A with the Kansas City Royals.
Nice.
Got released. We ended up picking him up in 2023. And after that first tour in 2023, he came up to us at the last game and he said, "Thank you for creating a game that was my dream. I just didn't know it yet because it didn't exist."
Yeah.
And that's the story that we've heard from a lot of players. They say, "This is the most fun I've ever had on a field. This is the most impact that I could ever think of." Every single game, we have literally thousands of kids that come up to our players and they say, "You're my favorite player. And I want to be a banana ball player when I grow up. I want to be Ryan Cox or Jackson Olsen or Coach Rack or DR Meadows or Dan Oberst." And the craziest thing to me, Jim, is like when we grew up, the people that we looked up to were major league players, and that was the pinnacle. That was the cool thing. But what we're starting to unlock, and why I think banana ball is on a rocket ship, is we've captured the 8 to 12-year-old where it's fun.
Yep.
And it's easy access to our players and watching our games. Our games are free on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
We have our games also with different partners like ESPN, TNT, CW, Roku. Like we have a different partners, but it's non-exclusive. So we have YouTube and ESPN at the same time, or Roku and ESPN at the same time, or CW and ESPN or YouTube at the same time. So when we have YouTube and all those games are free, all the kids that are in that age range, my kid's 5, he's got shows he watches on YouTube.
Sure.
So all of these kids are watching us and it's easy access, where some of the games in Major League Baseball are hard to watch right now. You have to
Tell me
have a
about it.
subscription.
Tell me about it.
And for us, these kids are watching us on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, and they're like, "I want to be those guys when I grow up." So I think that's what we're unlocking. And when you're able to make an impact like that, you realize real quickly that this is what life's about, is in happiness and joy and impacting others.
Yeah. There was a book a few years ago. It was about the Nationals, called The Grind, you know, which is the season of professional baseball. And you guys are like the opposite of the grind. So you talked about expansion to Texas. How do you guys control quality as you expand? I mean, that's always a problem. Like I'm running one location, that's got one level of complexity. Now I'm multi-state, do you guys own them all? How do you ensure quality as you move city to city? How are you thinking about that? Because that's clearly where you're going. There's going to be 20 banana ball teams eventually, or 30, who knows, right?
Jim, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked it. So our culture is number one, fans first in everything we do. We break down the wall between player and fan. We're going to have fun on the field. We're going to entertain fans. ESPN called us the greatest show in sports. So every single team that we have is going to entertain within their brand, some way, some shape, some form, but interacting with those fans. And so that's number one. As we bring on more teams, next year, we're going to start our Banana Ball Championship League. There's going to be standings. We're going to add 2 more teams. So we'll have teams 5 and 6. And so total in-house, we'll have over 150 players.
Nice.
Next year, we have to bring on over 100 more people into our organization. So you're talking about scaling, and culture is our number one thing, right? So any business knows like scaling is one of the toughest things because you got to figure out how the behaviors stay the same, the level of expectation and experience stays the same, the standards stay the same. And so we have the Texas Tailgaters, and we're branding them as a Texas team. But all 6 teams next year in 2026 are going to hub out of Savannah, Georgia. This field right behind me, which is a 100-year-old stadium. This is Grayson Stadium. So we're going to hub out of Grayson Stadium. We're all going to live together, practice together, eat together, train together, build the culture here. The culture's number one, so that's why we've done that. Okay. As we build out, we're going to play in every city around the country. Like literally our goal is to literally play within 4, 5, 6 hours of every person in the US. So they can eventually drive to one of these stadiums that we play in. So next year we'll play in 3 cities at once. Currently we're playing in 2 cities at once. So next year, 3 cities, we've never done that before. And so that'll be another scaling piece. And we have so many people in the front office that pull this thing off. We travel with about 150 to 200 people to every city. Entertainment team, ticket team, merch team, experience team, all of the people that need to pull these shows off to keep the highest level and standard. So that's our plan right now is we're going to hub out of Savannah, Georgia. And eventually, Jim, I'm going to let you inside the big vision train. We're going to create Banana Land that is going to look like Disney World. It's going to look like Disneyland. It's going to be multiple stadiums, multiple venues. It's going to have a yellow brick road that's fans first way. We're going to have the fans first Hall of Fame, how we're going to celebrate our players that were the most fans first. We're going to have hotels, restaurants. That's the big vision.
Wow.
So we're hubbing out of Savannah for now. We think that's the right move to build the culture because we're not just trying to exist for the next couple of years. We're trying to exist for the next 100.
You know, the normal number, and I love the idea. You bring them all together, you dip them in the culture, then they go out and do their thing. But they got dipped before they did that.
Yeah.
The normal number is a couple of hundred, 200, 250. It doesn't scale beyond that. So just something to think about as you go to the next level. There's one firm that called W.L. Gore that once a division gets to 250 people, they split it in half because they say you can't know everybody, you can't reinforce the culture the way you really want to unless you're a little smaller. So just you guys may run into some of those issues as you grow the business that model that you've got may not scale to the next level. So something to think about. I hope I'm wrong. I'm sure you'll figure out an answer, but
that's the biggest challenge, and that's a fun challenge. One of my rules as a coach is be on time, do the right thing, and never back down from a challenge. And as we grow this thing, fans first is our core value.
yeah.
And what I see every single day is we have interns that come work with us. We have ushers that work with us for the first time, and their onboarding process for an usher in a new city that's never been with us, it's usually a couple of hours. Here's who we are. Here's our principles. Here's our values. But we always share stories about fans first moments. We're fans first in everything we do. Take care of the fan, do the right thing for the fan. And a couple quotes we use in those onboarding processes is do for one that you wish you could do for many. For one fan that you wish you could do for many. And if there's 200 of us in a city that come from Banana Land, Savannah to a city, and then we hire 300 game day staff that meet us for the first time. If they're able to execute, do for one that you wish you could do for many, I think we've got a good momentum train as we build these experiences. No doubt it's going to be tough, but challenges are going to be fun along the way. And again, we're really good at evaluating and pivoting. Evaluate, pivot, move fast, make adjustments, but stay fans first along the way. So it's going to be a fun challenge as we grow.
So along those lines, and that's a great innovation model. Try it small, do more if it works, and less if it doesn't. Like that's a great innovation model. What have been maybe one or two of your like, boy, that didn't work out. Like that was a bad idea, and we killed it immediately. You got what do you got on that list?
Man, we've got so many of those. Night, we try 10 or 15 new things on the field that we've
Sure.
never done before. So we always believe we're evolving. And so how that works is on Tuesdays, we have idea paloozas with our entire organization, team,
Idea Palooza. I
front
like that.
office, entertainment. I think every organization should do this. It's a big part of evolving. From that Tuesday meeting, we will filter out some of the biggest highlighted moments, entertainment pieces that we would love to do in the game. And then we start plussing those and editing those. Our 11th principle with the bananas is plus it. So you'll hear that often. We could have a great show, but we'll be like, okay, what about this moment? How do we plus it? And so how we do that is at the end of every game, we all do an LCP, learn, change, plus. And we take notes throughout the entire show or the entire game and say, okay, what things didn't go as well as we planned? And how can we plus those for next time? And so those are some of those ways that we do it. There's things that pop up all the time. A lot of them are promos that didn't work. It's like we had Jesse dress up like there was a poop costume and he did a promo in a poop costume, which was hilarious. We've had, this last weekend, you'll think this one's funny. So this last weekend, the Party Animals and Tailgaters were in Arkansas, and we did a Razorback promotion where older gentlemen who had hairy backs took their shirts off, had shaving cream, and they ran the bases. And at each base, they had to one of the players took a razor and went down their back one time, and then they ran down to the next one.
Oh my God.
Was there blood? Maybe. Well, maybe. Some were bad, some were not. We've had the Cougar race. The Cougar race is where older women dress up in Cougar outfits, and then they run around the bases, and at each base, one of the players jump on their backs, and they run around the entire bases. There have been some ladies that have fallen before, so some of those didn't work.
Yeah.
But these things are hilarious. People are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what you did. Again, we're trying to create I can't believe moments, never forget moments on the field. And man, these fans love getting on the field, being a part of a crazy entertainment promotion. And, we're always pivoting. We're always evaluating, but you can't be scared to test. A lot of people are scared to test. A lot of people are, I don't know. I don't know if we should do this. This might not go well. And the reason why I think we've grown as fast as we've grown is because we make decisions faster than anybody. We move extremely fast, and we're not scared to be wrong.
Yeah.
Like, let's test and then let's plus it.
Well, and that's a leadership culture that you've built that nobody's going to get fired for trying something that didn't work out. And a lot of corporations, people are scared to death because if it doesn't work out, they're in trouble. Let me go Major League Baseball. Are they watching and listening and going, people are struggling with baseball and they're struggling with attendance and so forth, and looking at you guys and you're crushing it. Are they learning anything? Are they taking any of your ideas and stealing them?
Yeah, obviously they're watching. We're playing in 17 major league stadiums. We have guest players that come in every single weekend and play for us, like former major league guys that are now retired, that they come give awesome moments for the fans. Like this past week, we had AJ Pierzynski and we had Mark Burley. Those guys were absolutely electric. We had Ozzie Guillen come out. Ozzie Guillen, former manager, former World Series champion, gave us a big speech after our second game. And he said, thank you. He said, what you guys are doing is bringing fun and excitement back to baseball. You're bringing fans back to baseball. And obviously there's a world where baseball, Major League Baseball and banana ball exist. We're not trying to overtake baseball by any means. Baseball is always going to be the highlight. The best players in the world are going to play in baseball, but we're looking for the most talented and entertaining. So we're looking for the players that are going to interact, and so, we're selling out stadiums and people say, I can't believe you guys are selling these stadiums out. And some of these teams aren't selling out every night, but we're coming to this city once. And so a lot of these people, it's a can't miss opportunity to have fun and create some happiness and joy. And that's what we're trying to do, and is create happiness and joy along the way. And if they can learn something from us, cool. We've learned a lot from them over the years, and all the other different platforms. If it's Taylor Swift or Dave Matthews or Disney, WWE, Mr. Beast, we've learned from everybody around the world. So hopefully all of us are learning from everybody, because that's the way to create the best product.
Yeah, my worry is they've been at it so long. They are the big player. They struggle to innovate. And it's not just I'm not picking on Major League Baseball. It's true for all large corporations that are doing a pretty good job and making money. And they go, I don't know if we want to change this, right? And so they're a little timid to make a big change, like bundle all the food, all you can eat, or some of the things you guys have been doing.
No doubt. Jim, I completely agree. And I've seen it. I've studied so many big corporations and teams. And like, one of the biggest downfalls is answering that question. Hey, what if we do something new? And the answer to that is, well, this is the way we've always done it.
Yeah. Oh
You
my
get
God.
stuck in
My
the
least
way of
favorite
your
answer,
comfort
man.
zone. And you've seen the world move really fast in the last 15 years. There's been a lot of disruptors. There's been a lot of innovation. And what really matters is the customer, the fan, the product, and what they are looking to do. And if you can make it easier, faster, more exciting for them, then that's who's going to win in the long run, And so in any business, I think you got to always be evolving. We always say in Banana Land, if we get bored, then there's going to be something wrong with it. So we're always looking to plus it. That's why that's our 11th principle. And, we do think we're creating a new category in sport. And that's what I've heard a lot over the last 6 months is you guys are going to create a new category in sport. And, it doesn't matter if you're 6 or 66, male, female, like baseball or don't like baseball, this product, there's something for everybody.
Yeah, that's fabulous. So what's your signature move? I know you got guys who do backflips and and stilts. And what's your signature move that you bring to the party?
Jim, man, I wear boots on the field every single game, and I wear boots on the field since 2019. And again, how that came about is we did a video of the old song, Little Nas, Old Town Road. I came riding in on a horse, cowboy hat, had my boots on, and we used to reenact all these music videos or movie scenes when we first got started, when we were a summer collegiate team. And so that summer, 2019, we kicked off with that Little Nas, Old Town Road. We did all these different types of cowboy things. And I'm from Oklahoma. My dad was a bull rider. I grew up in the rodeo arena, traveling around the country and, seeing these rodeos. And so I wear those boots to be a little bit different on the field. Nobody ever wore boots every single game. There was never a cowboy coach on the field. And
Yeah.
I said, how can I be the first, the best, the only? And we think about those three things often. I think that's a good business model is how can you be the first to ever do it? How can you be the best to do it? And how can you be the only? And that's the trifecta. If you can do that, you can figure out how to stand out. And so I started doing that on the field, and that's been my thing ever since, because it represents my dad. It represents where I'm from in Ada, Oklahoma. It represents my roots. I grew up on a ranch, Gillum 66 Ranch, and my number's 66. So that's why I wear 66, is because I represent my family, Gillum 66 Ranch, with the boots. And so that's my uniqueness on the field. That's my character.
That's super cool. All right. So this may be a weird question because your job is so darn fun. What do you do for fun?
Man, I'm completely obsessed with banana ball, growing banana ball, recruiting players, developing players. I tell you what, Jim, and growing up, my head high school baseball coach, Eddie Collins, became the winningest high school head baseball coach in the country in 2021. He's got over 2,100 wins.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Really good at coaching baseball, but he taught me more about life than he ever did about the game of baseball. And he's the reason why I coach today. And my goal has always been to develop and dogpile at the end of every season and create never forget moments for fans. And 2017, I set a life goal to have a positive impact on 1 million people.
Nice.
That was before the Bananas even hired me. But I think setting that life goal of having a positive impact on 1 million people, making that my North Star, led me to the Bananas, because they were trying to be fans first in everything that they do. Nobody else was trying to do that in sports. So I was able to marry Developing Dogpile and Fans First together. And we've been on this journey of impacting millions of fans. And I'm just completely obsessed with that.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I've got a 5-year-old boy, Camden Dean Gillum. He's wild. And I try to spend as much time as I can with him when I'm not at this baseball field.
Perfect. It's funny. Our organization, CEO Project, has exactly the same goal: positively impact 1 million lives.
Love that.
We track it just like you do, I'm sure. So, hey, last thing, if somebody wanted to get involved with Banana Ball or possibly engage you to come and talk a little bit about what you do and how you build culture, what would be the best way to get a hold of you, Tyler?
Yeah, you can reach out to me email wise, gillambaseball@gmail.com. I've been speaking around the country over the last 10 years. And so if you're looking for a keynote speaker, I've got that available too as well. I've also, all social media platforms. My social media handle is @CoachGillum66. But if you want to reach out and find tickets with the Bananas, you can go to bananaball.com, or you can go to the Bananas website, thesavannahbananas.com. You can find us on all social media platforms. And if you want to watch our games, go to YouTube. All of our teams currently have their own YouTube page and YouTube channel where we broadcast the games live so every fan can watch it.
That's tremendous. Well, this was as fun as I predicted it was going to be. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. I really appreciate it.
Jim, appreciate you having me, man. I hope to see you at a game soon. And thanks for talking shop and talking Banana Ball. Good luck.
Love it. I get to Savannah. I think I'm regularly. I may have to come and pop in for a game if I can get a ticket.
Find a way. I know. Yeah.
I know a guy. Awesome. And for those of you, all of you that joined us on the CEO Project podcast, we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening to the CEO Project podcast. We'll see you next time. Be sure to subscribe to get all the future episodes and check out our website, www.theceoproject.com.